Lights are out, and they had a Dodge Intrepid pace car, your pole sitter for the Super Street Stocks. Is the number 31 of Ken Sisney. And the field looks good here, aligned nicely, and NASCAR waves the green flag. Sisney brings him down the front straightaway. But Kevin Wood on the outside making a bid for the lead, and Kevin Wood trying to win a track championship, his first ever. Now door handle to door handle with Ken Sisney. And now TK Carvasic in the number 3 sticking his nose in there. Doug McComb wants a piece. Dana Moore in the number 8. The number 4 is Johnny Vitale. The number 15, David Virginie. The number 14 is Eric Sunnis. Number 71, and side by side, here they come. Coming out of 4. Sisney on the inside, Kevin Wood still on the outside. 71 is Tim Harris. The number 1 is Mike Norlock. The number 38 is John Cappy. And finally, rounding out the field, the number 00 of David Hutchins Jr. from Bakersfield. And Kevin Wood still hanging to the outside. Sisney still hanging on low to the inside. Carvasic trying to stick his nose in the middle. And here they go, 3 wide into turn 1. And Kevin Wood defies all logic, and they're going to try it again, but Carvasic backs out of it this time. Wood staying on that high line, and contact between Carvasic and Sisney, and now Sunnis and Carvasic get tied up together, and it looks like they finally get separated, and the yellow flag comes out. You see the bumper and the right damage. The right front is flat for the number 14 of Eric Sunnis, and TK Carvasic got together with the number 31 of Ken Sisney. You're watching the Super Street Stock main event coming from Mesa Marin Raceway. Exciting NASCAR racing action here on Channel 52, CNNSI, Time Warner Cable. 4 laps are in the books. We're going 25 for the Super Street Stockers. On a beautiful night here in Bakersfield, and there you see the number 33 of TK Carvasic bringing it into the infield. After this, it's the Street Stocks, followed by the Labor Day 100 presented by Sparkle Uniform Rental Service. And I can guarantee you tonight's race is going to be awesome. The late models, the top 3, are separated by 4 points. So this is one you're going to want to put in your race library. And there goes Sisney into the pits as he passes his old buddy TK Carvasic. Take that number down you see on your screen there if you want a copy of this thing, which you're going to want to, because this is going to be a collector's piece, trust me. And don't forget, next Saturday night, September 12th, the season finale, the Kern County Farm Bureau Night at the Races next Saturday night. It's something you won't want to miss. The Had a Dodge Intrepid pulls off of the racetrack. And Kevin Wood, your points leader, who is all but assured here of a track championship, as long as he keeps it clean here, is still your leader. Dana Moore now tries the inside of Kevin Wood. Side by side down the back straightaway. So Dana Moore takes over the lead. And now Doug McComb tries to take over. McComb from Thousand Oaks in the number 18 gets to the inside of Dana Moore and takes over first place. And there's a good look at the damage on the Eric Sunnis number 14 ride. And they work feverishly to change the right tire and snip a little bit of the body damage. And that looks to be a little bit more than just cosmetic damage, as you see that tire to the inside. And something popped. And that was Michael Hutchins Jr. and David Hutchins Jr., I'm sorry, in the number 00, having trouble down the front straightaway. And there you see the number 00 pulling it into the pits. Meanwhile, Doug McComb has taken a big lead out in front as he is pulling away from Dana Moore in the red number 8 and Kevin Wood in the number 84. McComb completes lap number 8 of 25. And Sparkle Uniform night rental service night at the races here at Mesa Marin. Glad you could join us, and want to welcome our friends from KGEO, American General Media, as well as a special thanks tonight from Complete Auto Racing School, and of course Haddad Dodge. So Doug McComb from Thousand Oaks out in front. McComb getting sponsorship help from Andy's Radiator, Scholl's Professional Painting, Oakcrest Custom and Design, Rex Horse Racing Engines, Cars Etc., and Chode Motorsports. And a good battle here between Tim Harris and David Virginia, and Harris gets wide to the outside, and Virginia gets by in the number 15. The field is kind of stretched out, and we've got problems on the front straightaway. John Cappy, who was second going into tonight, unless he wants to park it in the winner's circle, but look, John, the race isn't over, John. Thought he'd take the shortcut, but obvious problems for the number 38. And we are going to bring out the yellow flag. The yellow flag comes out, and Doug McComb had built up about a quarter of a lap length lead. Cappy, meanwhile, looks like he has motor problems on the French straightaway. Cappy came into tonight's race second in points, and I'll tell you what, this all but assures Kevin Wood, the number 84, of his first track championship. Let's go down to Jeff McCulty, who's down in the pits. Jeff.
Hey, Barry, we got a guy that came up here just to race today, a guy named Rick Miller. Rick driving the Spam sponsor vehicle. Hey, Rick, what was the modified stock race like for you?
It was a good, clean race. I had a blast with these guys. The most fun I've had in a long time. It's a fast track. It's exciting. It gets you pumping. It really pumping. I haven't done something like this in a long time, and I'm glad we came up. We've been trying to do it for a long time, and finally we just gritted our teeth and said we're going. This is the last race, and came up. We let the leaders go. I didn't want to get in the middle of their points race, and then tagged in behind them and had one heck of an exciting race for the last 2 laps. With side by side. Had a blast. A lot of fun.
Okay, we'll throw this back up to Barry McKeever because we got a race going on. Super Street Stocks back on the track.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Great job down there, and good to see a new face out in the crowd here at Mesa Marin. And Doug McComb, speaking of new faces, looking for his first win ever at a racetrack. That's right, ever at a racetrack. This is his first year of racing. He's from Thousand Oaks, California. He bought this car about 3-4 months ago, and it is a fast one. In fact, this is the same car that has won several track championships all over the Southern California. And now Doug McComb, with no experience, looks like an experienced driver out in front. But meanwhile, a battle for second is brewing. David Virginia moving up on Dana Moore. Virginia trying the outside line. Moore hanging on. Moore sponsorship. Help from San Fernando Autocraft, Kurt Bomer's Plumbing, and KJTD Transport. Good battle ensuing as 15 laps are complete. 10 to go for the Super Street Stocks. And 10 to go for Kevin Wood, for him and the 1998 Super Street Stock Championship. Back way out in front, Doug McComb, I should say, all alone. Don't forget, coming up next, it's the Street Stock main event, and then it is the Sparkle Uniform Rental Service Labor Day 100, and we are so looking for, ouch. So I stand corrected. The Sparkle Uniform Rental Service Labor Day 100 is next, so our feature event is next, and then we will have the Street Stocks at the end of the evening. And Virginia, who on the 99 freeway, if he did that, would have had to pull to the side and called the cops. Meanwhile, now he's still out there racing. And And here they come into your living room. Dana Moore first on your screen. Of course he is. And Kevin Wood goes real close to the wall. Moore second on the track. And meanwhile, Doug McComb has blown out to about a quarter of a lap length lead. Maybe about a third of a lap at this point. McComb is flying. And as I said, next, the late models. This is going to be an incredible race. 100 laps, 4 brand new tires for all these guys. Jason Small is on the pole. 4 points separate the top 3, that being Jason Small, Frank Adamo, and Kevin Vernon. And a yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out, and we've got a spin. And Virginie looks like he so Virginie with heavy damage on the right front. And his car comes to a rest. 20 laps in the books, 5 to go for the Super Street Stocks. You know, we've talked before about Sparkle Uniform Rental Service being a part of here at Mesa Marin. Great to have them back in 1998. They've been providing quality uniform rental service in Bakersfield since 1969. Also, the local alternative to the big out-of-town national chain uniform supply companies. And as you know, they're the largest locally owned dry cleaner and launderer in Kern Valley. And they are, of course, service-oriented, so it is great to have the good people back here from Sparkle Uniform Rental Service, a uniform rental division of Richard K. Newman and Associates Incorporated, which also owns and operates Sparkle Cleaners and Today Cleaners. So some heavy damage to Virginie in the right front, and Virginie out of the car. And this is a good opportunity for us to take a commercial break. 5 laps to go for the Super Street Stocks, and crowning another 1998 track champion at Mesa Marin. And don't forget, the Sparkle Uniform Rental Service Labor Day 100 is next after we finish this. Stay tuned, we'll be back. And we are back with the Super Street Stock main event. Doug McComb, 2 stories in this race. Doug McComb out in front with 5 laps to go for the Super Street Stockers. Doug McComb looking for his first racing win ever. And also Kevin Wood sitting in 4th will be looking for his first track championship ever. And McComb takes the green flag, 5 to go. McComb in front of Dana Moore and Tim Harris in 3rd, but Kevin Wood still sitting nice and easy in 4th, all alone, looking to walk home to his 1998 track championship. And Tim Harris getting a little loose, but Doug McComb is flying. The number 18 is hooked up and flying to go, and now moving out way ahead of the field. So McComb comes around and completes lap number 22. 3 to go for the Super Street Stockers. McComb now with 2 left. Moore still in 2nd. Tim Harris still in 3rd. And Kevin Woods in 4th. Doug McComb in the number 18. Will bring it around and get the white flag. 1 to go for Doug McComb in his first racing win ever. And white flag also out for Kevin Wood. Kevin will win the 1998 Super Street Stock Champion of Mesa Marin. Doug McComb comes around 3 and brings it through 4, and here he comes and taking his first checkered flag ever from Thousand Oaks, Doug McComb, and winning the 1998 Super Street Stock Championship, Kevin Wood. So 2 firsts for these guys tonight, and we'll run downstairs and get some words with them, and we'll send it to you in commercial break. We'll be back after this. Stay tuned. We'll come back with more on Time Warner Cable.
The professionals know that Napa carries more auto and truck parts than anyone else in the
McComb,
country.
your winner,
That's why
Super
we're the
Street
professionals.
Stock. Whoa. I don't want you to break a leg here in
Go
Winter
ahead,
Circle.
man. Right now, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right now, I just don't.
Hey, you know, we talked about it earlier. You look like a seasoned veteran tonight, but this is your first trip ever to any Winter Circle.
Ever, I'm telling you, this is absolutely amazing. We've had the hardest season, bunch of wrecks, bunch of broken parts. We finally put it together, and we got a big win today. I got to thank all my sponsors. I need to thank my buddy Garrett, my crew, Tyler, Nick, Darren, my dad, Russ. This race is going out to you, buddy. I need to say I love you to my girlfriend. John, thanks for all your help. I appreciate it.
You didn't forget the girlfriend. Now that is clutch under pressure, by the way.
And I love you, Mom. See what I can do?
There you go. Hey, Doug, you know, I talked with Garrett last night, and he said, man, this guy just needs to get some laps under his belt, and once he does, watch out. This is a fast car, and you're proving it tonight. Great job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you, Marion Collins, Mesa Marin, and all the fans.
All right, another big hand for Doug McComb. First win ever from Thousand Oaks, winning tonight's Super Street Stock main event. And now it's time to present our second Mesa Marin Track Championship. From Valencia, California, 1998 Mesa Marin Super Street Stock Champion, Kevin Wood. Let's come around the front here. We want to be able to see you. You know, Kevin, I don't want to say that this was, you're an unlikely winner of the championship, but man, this thing was up and down all season long.
Oh, that's, you know, for us, about middle of the season, we dropped to 6 in points. We were like scrambling, trying to get the car back together. We did it. My sponsors, Jim Grubbs, Welding Unlimited, All Valley, Digital Impulse, Dick Sanchez, everybody pulled together, and I'd like to dedicate this to my crew, who this year stuck by me through all the trouble we had. And it just goes to show you don't always have to be the fastest car. You just got to be the most consistent.
You definitely did that. You proved it again tonight with a 4th place finish. And you had probably about a 4th place car, and that's what wins championships, not trying to drive a 4th place car to first.
That's right. If you know somebody's faster, you got to let them go. Don't fight with them because you end up getting both of you into trouble. Tonight I knew there were a lot of fast cars out there, and I knew they were behind me, so it was just a matter of just letting them go and running my own race and concentrating on winning that championship.
Did you ever think at the beginning of the season that you'd be sitting right here as the 1998 Mesa Marin Super Street Stock Champion?
No, not as a rookie at this track. When we came in with this car, we thought, you know, we can just get some track time and get some seat time this year, shoot for it next year, but then things just started to turn around. We got more and more of a handle on the car, and the consistency started to come around. Bob Runfeld, my crew chief, thrashed every day trying to figure out how to get this car just to stay consistent. We finally got it on that outside line, and then over the past couple of races, we were able to go high and low, which really helped a lot.
You did it again tonight. Congratulations. Your first track championship, Heather, well-deserved. It's not just you. It's the whole crew. We've talked about it before, but it means a whole lot.
It's the whole crew. It's my girlfriend. It's my job. They all let me go early sometimes so I can go work on the car. There's a lot of people. This is definitely not a one-man effort. This is a team effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1998 Super Street Stock Mesa Marin Raceway champion, Kevin Wood.